Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Motion man is Berrios. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, get set.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we'll see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 64 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, That's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Ready, John?
In motion, Hill.
Step. Ready, John?
Tua going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. To a hit, and the ball is out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22.
Report.
Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Go ahead.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Turbo 1. Watch it, Oscar. 8.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's late. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Solo left Zion. Out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down. But you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he is caught. And he's got room. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 46 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now he's free to midfield. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 43 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go. Out.
Here's Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Hey, report. Report.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.